Hey everybody, this is Larry. This is day 10 of the Leetcode Day Challenge. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, join me on Discord. Let me know what you think about this one. Today we have 2807, insert greatest common divisor in linked list. Before I start, I have one thing that I know I've been doing like these intros lately. And I don't know, some people like them, some people don't. Feel free to skip forward. So two comments. One is that Extreme Gaming did not do well in Dota, but I just wanted to kind of show off my disc thing. When I went to TI4, I also have like these horns that I bought somewhere, but I don't know where I put them. So, but yeah, apparently, my favorite hero is Nature's Prophet, mostly because he has the skill. If you're curious. In Dota, he has the skill called Teleport, which does teleportation, which answers my question, or that trivia question of if you could have a special power, what would you like to have? So let me know in the comments, if you have a special power, what would you like that to be? Apparently, mine is teleportation, though he also has a thing called like dollar or holla get dollar. So all Nature Prophets does is make money. So I don't know, which is also a nice special power if you ask me. Yeah, today's my rest day. I have a little bit more energy. Yesterday I went 16 miles, so today everything is a little bit like, I could use the rest, and I took a full day. Just slept and did nothing, which is great. So now hopefully we have the proper energy to solve this farm. Alright, so let's get started. 2807, it means that probably is a recent contest problem that I probably did in a recent contest. So yeah, insert greatest common divisor in linked list, given the head of a linked list head in which each node contains an integer value. Between each pair of adjacent nodes into a new node. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think this is pretty straightforward in terms of an idea, right? I mean, and I would say that, the last couple of problems we gotten, it's kind of weird, right? Or not weird, but just like, yeah, linked list is how they give you the input, but they didn't need to be linked lists. They could be just lists, right? Which is kind of just like, okay, fine. Now you make me do this thing, one more thing. But yeah. I do wonder if I did it the proper way in the past. Seems like I did it twice, so maybe I did it the real way afterwards, hopefully. But because maybe I imagine during a contest, maybe I did it the cheating way, if you will, by converting it to a list. But I would say this problem is a problem that probably makes the most sense with respect to having a linked list, because we're inserting elements in the middle, and that is one of the better things to do with a linked list. So I'm a fan of that for now. Okay, so let's get started. I mean, I don't think there's anything that tricky. You just kind of, it's all implementation is what I mean. The algorithm, hopefully it makes sense. There's nothing too weird about it, I think. But yeah, I always have a new sentinel that allow us to kind of just do this. I don't know if I need it for this one, but usually I just do it anyway. But yeah, and then because then now I can just do next, right? So this one's a little bit tricky because we have to figure out exactly the order of operations we want to do. We know we want to do in many cases, or maybe not many, but in a lot of cases anyway, for the Yeezys and the mediums, you have a couple of things you want to do, and maybe the order doesn't matter that much. But in this one, if you insert, you have to insert, and then you have to be careful about, like, you have to do insertion first, and then maybe move an X amount of things, right? So okay, so here while current.next is none, and we always want to operate on next. So here, maybe I'll make it a little bit more clear by adding comments, is that we always want to operate on current.next. And then so maybe v1 is equal to current.next.value, and then yeah, and maybe in this case, actually, I want to say we want to also, in this particular one, we want two numbers, right? So here we actually want current.next.next.value, right? So we have something like this, but of course this could be none, so we have to maybe add an if statement, but actually we can just do it here. Can we have only one element here? It's fine. I mean, you can probably do some like trimming of it. I guess if you always have one node, I think this one is not needed, but yeah, sometimes it's okay to have a little bit inefficiency just so that you don't have to think about it. Anyway, so then yeah, we know that this is not going to be none, so that's good. And then now we have GCD. G is you just map.gcd, v1, v2, pretty simple. And then now we want to insert it to next, after next. So we want let's create a new node, right? Because we have to create a new node anyway. So new node is equal to a new this node with G as the thing, and then now we want current.next. So we want to update current.next. We want to update this typo to new node. But of course, if you do it this way, it's going to get rid of the current.next. So maybe we want to say next node is equal to current.next.next. So then now we update this. We want new node.next is equal to next node, and we should be good. And then now we just return new head.next, and we should be good, hopefully. If not, then that would just be sad. Maybe it goes infinite loop. Oh, I forgot to do something, which is very important, which is to like in an iterator, you keep going, right? It runs out of memory before its time limits because it just keeps on allocating memory, so don't be fooled. But here we don't want current is equal to current.next. I actually wanted to say something about it but then I forgot. We actually want current is equal to current.next .next because we want to actually skip not just one element, we want to skip two elements because we also want to skip the new node we just created. So that's basically the idea, and yeah. I mean, one node was going to be my edge case, so I guess this should be good for most. I mean, I've only these two edge cases, so let's give it a submit, and there you go. Yeah, pretty straightforward, 1624-day streak. Yeah. Let me take a quick look to see what I did before. Oh, so I did clean it up before. Huh. This is so much shorter than I did today, but oh well. Yeah, and then this one, yeah, like I converted to a list, which is a little bit lazy, honestly, because this isn't that bad. But it is just easier to make mistakes in either case, right? For a contest, I don't know. But yeah, this is gonna be linear time, linear space, because you just have to look at every element. That's gonna be linear time lower bound, and linear space because you have to create n over 2 number of elements, right? So that's also the lower bound. Yeah, that's all I have for this one. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. Yeah, stay good, stay healthy to good mental health. I'll see y'all later and take care. Bye bye.